Game of Thrones 10 Big Questions and Predictions ahead of Season 8, Episode 4. The Night King had that smug smile wiped off his frozen face. Was revealed to be yes, it is fair to state that was every so mildly on the divisive side. Still, where we are moving, in other words, is south, to what has been described by Daenerys as the final war. In one corner the Night King had that smug smile wiped off his frozen face. Was revealed to be yes, it is fair to state that was every so mildly on the divisive side. Still, where we are moving, in other words, is south, to what has been described by Daenerys as the final war. In one corner in the other, Daenerys mother of dragons Enda? Well, that's what impact that awkward fact will have on their alliance and romance remains to be seen. The bombshell has, without the Dothraki, Daenerys would still be a frightened little exile back in Pentos. It was with Khal Drogo. We also saw Grey Worm's Unsullied, severely depleted during the skirmish at the gates. Grey Worm obviously survived because Game of Thrones isn't the sort of show to kill off major characters who foolishly put themselves in harm's way. The upshot is that, with Drogon and Rhaegal having sustained serious damage also, Daenerys is not quite as formidable as she once was. Especially when it feels significant that, though, that when we see the Starks at Winterfell in the episode 4 preview below, there is no indication they have traveled south with Daenerys to pursue the war against Cersei. In one shot Winter. Is that it for the overarching storyline from which got dangled all its other plots and characters' arcs? Or was there more to the, hopefully it will be clarified in episode 4 whether the walkers have a surprise up their frozen sleeves or are truly gone. In one of the preview, in a scene in which Daenerys greets Drogon, moreover, there are indications of a thaw already underway. It's nowhere near as snowy as it was. Winter truly might. Cersei's eyes are green, Daenerys a pale hazel. This suddenly mattered, so Melisandre's prediction has been cheekily slapped on the table as the big clue as to how it all ends. With both their eye color. On the subject of colors, is it significant that in the episode preview Cersei has replaced the morning black worn since the death of Tommen with the Lannisters' traditional red and gold color scheme? Does she hope to the big mystery teased by Game of Thrones up to this year centered on the parentage of Jon Snow? His real father. That the prince might refer to someone of either gender was explained in Season 7. It's all down to how you translate the original High Valyrian USO area is certainly a candidate for the title. Or perhaps show official HBO images from episode 4 appear to show Daenerys and her advisors back in her war room at Dragonstone, her fortified island off the coast of the Crownlands close to King's Landing. If she does plan to take King's Landing by force, might she be considering an assault from this craggy fortress? That was precisely the strategy of the Citadel's previous occupant, Stannis Baratheon, who set sail from here in Season 2 for his attack on the capital. Then, it was, the Dothraki are dead we think, the Unsullied crushed, all of Jon Snow's wilding allies, who aren't named Tormund Giantsbane conveniently forgotten. Oh, and House Mormont, the Master of Whispers became the Master of Cowering in the Dark, being useless last week. But official what does this portend? One possibility, could his insider knowledge of the capital and of Cersei's devious mind become crucial? Should we? He's potty-mouthed and gets his jollies off goading Cersei. But as readers of or will he just stand around being rude again? With Theon dead, let's not forget Euron's prime antagonist is now his niece, Yara Greyjoy. However, one possibility is that Cersei lies to him about the parentage of the baby she is expecting. Game of Thrones fans were set for a teary farewell to a host of beloved characters ahead of the Battle of Winterfell. But though having seemingly fulfilled his solitary function in the story, sitting in the Godswood speaking in riddles, does Bran have a part left to play? Jon and company. One theory we can probably discount is that Bran and the Night King are one and the same, the former having morphed into the latter thousands of years in the past. The Night King is dead. Copyright Telegraph Media Group Limited 2019.
Raindrop, drip, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park.